Hi, welcome to Easy Learning. In this video, we are going to learn the use of comparison bars to solve our problems. Before moving on to our first problem, keep this thing in mind that we can compare amounts using multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. This video will cover comparing amounts using multiplication and division. But in my next video, we will cover comparing amounts using addition and subtraction. So let's start. Our first problem has 5 parts: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's read the problem first. Eddie made 12 quarts. So I'm gonna highlight this 12 quarts. 12 quarts of soup. Max made 3 quarts. Right, let's read the first part of this problem. Draw comparison bars. So we have to draw comparison bars to show the amount of soup each person made. Here I'm going to use A for Eddie and M for Max. Eddie made 12 quarts of soup. So I'm going to draw a big bar for Eddie because she made more soup as compared to Max. Eddie made 12 quarts. Max made 3 quarts. So I'm gonna draw another bar for Max and he made 3 quarts. Move on to the second part. Second part of this problem says blank made 4 times as many quarts as blank. Right, so 4 times as many quarts as blank. So who made more? Eddie made 4 times as many quarts as Max. Eddie made 12 quarts. Max made 3 quarts. So I'm going to write Eddie here. Eddie made 4 times as many quarts as Max. Now I'm gonna update my bars after reading the second part because now I know that Eddie made 4 times as many quarts. So I'm gonna divide this bar into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 part of Eddie soup is equal to the quantity of soup Max made. So this means this part is of Eddie's soup is equal to 3, 3, 3, and 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12. So 4 threes, 4 times 3 is 12, or 3 times 4 is 12. And Max made 3 quarts. So this quantity of Max is also equal to the 1 section of Eddie's soup. Right. Now move on to the third part of this problem. The third part of this problem says write a multiplication equation that compares the amount. Here we have to write a multiplication equation. Remember, we are using comparison bars and our purpose is to compare amounts using multiplication and division. So in the third part of this question, we have to write a multiplication equation. Let me show you some work over here. Eddie made 4 times Max quantity. Eddie's soup quantity is 4 times as many quarts as Max. So this is the equation. This is the multiplication equation. Remember, in algebra, we use period sign for multiplication. So I can write it like this. And I can also write it like this, 4m. All means the same. So I'm gonna select this one for the answer of this question. So the multiplication is Aries soup quantity is equal to 4 times Max soup quantity. So A equal to 4m is the multiplication equation. Move on to the fourth part of this question. The fourth part of this question says write a division equation. Okay, first we wrote multiplication equation. Now we have to write a division equation that compares the amount. I will use this part to show you how I will make a division equation from this multiplication equation, A equal to 4m. How I can convert this multiplication equation, 4m is going to be multiplied. So now I'm going to divide, now I'm going to change this equation into division equation. Remember the rule, the operation which we do on one side of the equation, we do the same operation on the other side of the equation. So I'm going to use the same thing over here, and A equal to 4m. I'm going to divide 4 on this side of the equation and do the same thing on the other side of the equation. And when I divide it, so 4 divided by 4, here both 4 divided by 4 means 1. So this means here I have just Max, and here A divided by 4. So let me clear this. A divided by 4. I can rewrite this equation as A divided by 4 equal to m. So this will be my division equation. So I'm going to write this division equation over here. A, or I can use Max first. I can write m first. M equal to A divided by 4. So this is the answer of my fourth part. So this is the division equation. Right. The fifth part of this problem is multiplication is putting together of equal groups. How can this idea be used to explain why a times as many comparing situation is multiplication? The answer of this question is the greater quantity is the repeated groups of the lesser quantity. What does this mean? Look here. Here the bars of Airy shows the greater quantity and the Max shows the lesser quantity. Right. Now the greater quantity of Airy's soup which she made is the repeated groups. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is the repeated group of the lesser quantity, which is Max soup, which is 3. Here we have 3 more problems. Let's solve all these one by one. In this problem, Todd and Scott both collect marbles. Scott has 4 times as many marbles as Todd. If Todd has 240 marbles, how many marbles does Scott have? Here I'm going to use T for Todd, S for Scott, and M for marbles. I know Todd has 240 marbles. So the first comparison bar is for Todd, which shows that he has 240 marbles. Now comes the turn of Scott. Scott has 4 times as many marbles as Todd. So obviously Scott's comparison bar will be longer than Todd's comparison bar. So this part shows that Scott has 4 times as many marbles as Todd. So this longer part shows that it's 4 times more than Todd's marbles. How will we make its equation? So its equation will be Scott's marble, S for Scott, or you can use the name Scott's marbles. Scott's marbles, which we have to find out how many marbles does Scott have. So this we have to find out the total number of marbles does Scott have. 240 is the total number of Todd's marble times 4. So when we multiply, we'll get 960 marbles. So Scott's have 960 marbles. Let's read this problem. Nick has 72 football cards and Dane has 6 football cards. How many times as many football cards does Nick have as Dane has? Let's draw the comparison bar. So I'm going to use N for Nick, D for Dane, and F for football cards. Right, so Nick has 72 football cards. So Nick has 72 football cards. Right, and Dane has 6 football cards. So this is 6. Now what we have to find out? We have to find how many times as many football cards does Nick have as Dane has. So we have to compare these two bars, means we have to compare Nick's football and Dane's football, and we have to tell how many times as many football cards does Nick have as Dane has. So for this, I'm going to write Nick is equal to, Nick's football is 72, which is 6 times the football, 6 times as many as footballs. Right, so in other words, I can write it as Nick, how many football Nick has? Nick has 72, and 6 times F, I can write it like this, 6F. And to solve it further, I will divide both sides by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So here I have F, football, and I can rewrite this as 72 divided by 6. So let's divide it. 72 divided by 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring this 2 down. 6 times 2 is 12. So 12 is the answer of this part. 12 football cards. So the answer is 12, means how many times as many football cards does Nick have? Nick has 12 times as many football cards, as Dane has. So this is the answer. In this problem, there are 24 students in the science club. there are 2 times as many students in the drama club. How many students are in the drama club? So we have 2 clubs. One is science club, so I'm going to use S, and for the drama club, I'm going to use D. How many students are in the science club? 24 students are in the science club. So 24 students, science club. Now in the drama club has 2 times as many students in the drama club. So drama club has more students, and there are 2 times as many students in the drama club. So this means this is the same number of students in the science club, in the drama club, but this drama club has 2 times as many students in the drama club. Okay, how many students are in the drama club? So this means we have to find the students in the drama club. Students in the drama club is equal to 24 times 2. 24 times 2 is equal to 48 students. So the drama club has 48 students. In this lesson, we learned how to solve problems using comparison bars and how we can compare amounts using multiplication and division. In my next video, we will compare amounts using addition and subtraction. If you like my video, please like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.